Lordship, Section 25 is general law, my lords, and Section 9 is a special law, and special law will supersede any day.
Will you be able to appear through video conferencing mode? Because
Yes, my lord.
so we'll not transfer, but we'll give you opportunity to appear through video conferencing. Two is we'll transfer the restitution of conjugal rights petition.
Very well.
On the guardianship, because a child is with the father, that we will not transfer, but we'll say whenever you are required to be present in Bangalore, he will give you litigation expenses. Can you quantify it here?
Lordship, I'm not sure about that.
We pass an order. What is your client doing?
Lordship is an IT employee
Working where?
in some
Bangalore itself.
software company, my lords, in
In
Bangalore.
Bangalore, my lord.
In Mangalore or Bangalore?
Bangalore.
Bangalore, my lord.
So should we tell him to pay you 10,000 rupees every time you have to go to Bangalore for attending the court proceeding? And we'll also give you permission to appear through video conferencing. But for guardianship, you may have to interact with the court, may have to interact with the child once or twice. So
Very well, my lord.
we will allow the restitution petition. On the guardianship, we'll say that the court is apprised of the fact that the transfer petition is for the transfer of the custody proceedings under the Guardian and Wards Act from the family court in Bangalore to the family court at Kadapa. The child, who was born on 17 August 2020, resides with the respondent, her mother, father. This view of the matter, it may not be appropriate, having regard to the best interest of the welfare of the child, to transfer the proceedings as sought from Bangalore to Kadapa. However, we direct that on every occasion that the petitioner is required to be present for the court proceedings at Bangalore, at the family court Bangalore, the respondent shall pay to the petitioner a lump sum of ₹1,000 per hearing. The petitioner would also be at liberty, subject to the permission of the family court Bangalore, to appear through video conference.
Last may grant me liberty to file application seeking visitation rights, my lord. Sir.
That you, why do you require liberty? That liberty you always have.
Will last may kindly observe.
Sorry, you can always file it. We are not preventing
Very
you.
Gratefully, Lordship.
This is for transfer from the Principal Judge Family Court Hazaribagh to the Principal Judge Family Court Saran.
My lord.
My lord, I am appearing
Other
for.
cases are pending.
Yes, the DV Act and the maintenance petitions
Yes,
are pending in Saran.
My lord, I'm
Even my lord, the family court has directed under to pay 5,000 rupees monthly under section 24. They are not paying, only they have, as per the counter, they have deposited 15,000, 10,000 as a litigation fee and 5,000.
My lord, I am appearing for husband, and I object to that. Precisely for the reason that when I started paying, she had filed this transfer petition here. When I was paying the maintenance and dependency litigation cost, I deposited with the court. She filed this transfer petition here and got a stay. Secondly, the evidence from the petitioner side, the evidence has been completed and it's at a very belated stage. Thirdly, there is a provision for video conferencing, my lord, at both the places.
Let the husband allow to through video conferencing, because all three cases are
To appear through video conferencing.
Yes.
no, not transfer the case, because she is a very poor,
See,
although she is
no,
an
my-
advocate, but not regularly.
Advocate.
She is an
Lady
advocate, my lord,
But
and
not
she-
regular practicing, she is a very in poor condition. I
She-
think she is online also on
she
PC,
first-
my lord can.
My lord,
Yeah.
she participated thereafter also on several
We'll
occasions.
allow you to appear through video conferencing. Okay? And then 40.
Deeply obliged.
Yes, my lord.
The mediation report, I think.
Yes, my lord.
Yes,
Taking
Your
more
Lordship.
time.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Mediation is ongoing.
Yes, Your Lordship.
The interim report of the mediator indicates that parties are actively engaging in the mediation proceedings. And this on, should we keep it sometime in the first week of December?
Yes, Your Lordship.
Yes, madam.
That's true.
My Lord 41. May it please, my lords. I am appearing on behalf of the husband.
My lord, this is a transfer
From
petition.
Ahmedabad to Amravati.
Amravati, Maharashtra.
Your client, go for the respondent.
Please, my lord.
Your client is employed in the US, so whether it's at Ahmedabad or Amravati doesn't make
My
a
lords,
difference.
just two submissions, my lords. On that front, my lords, currently the client is unfortunately unemployed because, my lords, he had to leave his job to care for his aged parents who are more than 80 years old. So, my lords, he's currently living with them in Ahmedabad. My lords, as far as the transfer is concerned, my lords, there are two objections. Firstly, my lords, the mamaji of the petitioner, he is involved in some illegal liquor smuggling business and he's given some death threats to my client. And
In Amravati.
please, my lords, the mamaji.
My lord,
Yes.
my lord, three grounds. First of all, my lord, my father is deceased. My mother is suffering from serious medical condition and she cannot walk. Her medical certificate is on record, so I cannot leave her alone. Secondly, my lord, I have no financial earnings whatsoever. He has a green card, my lord, from the United States, working there for 18 years. So he has sufficient monetary resources available at his disposal.
And it's just one more submission.
And thirdly, my lord, there are precedents where if the husband feels threatened on whatever ground, real or imaginary, he can always seek police protection. And the laws, my lord,
Amravati.
My lords, just 2 points. My lords, firstly, as far as
Maharashtra is a very civilized place. So it can-
my lords, two submissions.
I agree,
my
my
lords. As
lord.
far as the threat is concerned, my lords, the Honorable Bombay High Court has observed that the Mamaji is a habitual offender involved in liquor smuggling business, my lords.
No, that's a mere allegation.
And my lords, secondly, my lords, just one more submission, my lords.
For this.
Any other place except Amravati, my lords. If it is Indore, Bombay, Pune,
My lord, Indore is 8 hours away.
my
Indore
lords,
is, my lord, Nagpur can be done, my lord. I'll consent to that. But my lord, I prefer Amravati because my mother is indisposed, my
Nagpur
lord.
will be now neither good for him nor good for you. So
my
we
lords,
might
at
well.
least that threat
My lord, her
perception, my
medical
lords, should-
certificate is on record. She cannot walk.
My lords, at least VC may be.
Obliged,
allowed,
your
my
lord.
lords.
Oh, yes, VC, you are permitted to appear through video
Yes,
conference.
obliged.
Obliged, my lord.
What? Normally, I request the Attorney General, after the board is over on a ceremonial bench day.
For me, it's the first occasion to be on a so fun.
When you have so many things to say, suddenly you find you're in a vacuum. And on the lighter side, before I left my chamber wondering what will I speak in this crowded theater, two things came to my mind. I was recently in Brazil after the conference was over. At a lunchtime, everybody begins to dance. It's a wonderful thing to see people dancing, to see a good conference ending. So I looked at the crowded theater here, and what if I request all my sisters and brothers to celebrate your Lordship's presence with us by a good dance? And I think there will be a good vote in my favor, I suppose so. But that's on a lighter note. I was wondering as I came here, what would I speak? I penned down a few words on my mobile. Permit me to read that. When dear ones depart, as children in wedlock, warm tears do fill our eyes. When those in wedlock of law and justice do depart, who fill the pages of justice high, more than tears fill our mind and hearts. My heart is a special place for the doctor of justice, whose mind, as I know, has mansions many and paths wide to ever know the spread and cause of human needs, and to script as best as one can answers generous, resolutions new. The bench with him bore a warmth of rare, dialogue with him were Socratic of sorts. I have no mind to bid a farewell, as done in ways humdrum. My friendship long clashed not with his judgeship rare, and I reserve my undrying words of love for many, many days of narration. Thank you so much.
Lords,
It's a painful thing, my lord, to say such a few words, my lords. Your lordship's family is here. And except the two sons, my lord, who are in the profession, they would never know what it means to be Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. But they've been here for 2 hours, 3 hours, but it's too short a time to realize, my lord, what it means to be Justice Dr. Chandrachud. Why I say this? Had they knew about it, they would have really understood what is their gain and what is our loss. My lord, we have always been, my lord, feeling very, very pleasant, my lord, appearing before your lordships. Your lordship's court conduct, your lordship's demeanor in the court, the way in which your lordships would hear all of us, my lord, irrespective of the age group, my lord, is exemplary. My lord, not to speak of, my lord, unmatched scholarship or, my lord, intellect or, my lord, complete impartiality in dispensation of justice. Lord, we never felt hesitant whether it's a good matter or a bad matter, my lords. Lord, there are several cases which we did before, my lord. We had an opportunity to assist your lordship with. And for the government, my lord, we won some cases, we lost many cases, but not in one case, my lord, we got a feeling that we could not convey what exactly is our submission. Accepting, not accepting is entirely the court's discretion. But we were fully satisfied that we were fully heard, patiently heard, understood the way we wanted to present the things, and that's all, my lord, a lawyer, my lord, expects from the court, my lord. My lord, another thing, my lord, which would stand out, my lord's, my lord, has taken a stand always, my lord, whenever, my lord, the circumstances demanded that as a head of the institution, as a karta of, my lord, the judicial family, the legal family, your lordship takes the stand. My lords, my lord, have taken the stand. And now, my lord, then I am addressing your lordships for the last time in this courtroom, my lord. May I take the liberty of saying that DYC would really be missed.
Well, as what can I say? You are the extraordinary son of an extraordinary father. I've practiced in this court for 52 years now. And I, in my life, have never seen a judge with the kind of limitless patience that you have. The ever-smiling Dr. Chandrachud. That smile will be etched in our hearts for years to come. What can I say about you as a human being and you as a judge? As a judge, your conduct was exemplary. No one can match it. You're reaching out to communities in this country who were never heard before, who were not seen before. You brought them before you and showed what dignity means for them. That is your greatest contribution to the profession. And you know, we are talking about domestic issues and marriages. There is a deep, deep emotional connect between members of the bar and the judges. And that marriage can never result in a divorce. Never. For the simple reason that we are both of us wedded to the values that we espouse, the values of our Constitution. And no matter which area of the law you have touched, you have left an indelible mark which will be not forgotten for years to come. Be it liberty, be it fraternity, be it life, be it the life of ordinary, marginalized, challenged people. Your father dealt with the court when the court was tumultuous. You have dealt with the court when matters were tumultuous. You took them head on, unafraid of the consequences. Your greatest legacy to this court
that there will be none like you that will adorn that chair for years to come. Thank you very much.
Chief Justice and members of the bench, so difficult to speak because so many memories flood me. But since I have been accused of pointillism, let me first start by saying that I have yet to come across, and I've spent not as much as Mr. Sibbal, but 42 years in the profession, a person as industrious as you. I know your industry 42 years ago, so it's not a surprise to me. But I expected that degree of a bull and a horse combined to diminish with age. Now that I'm older than all of you, Malas, I certainly experience a diminished energy. It appears your lordship's energy has increased in those 42, 44 years from what I saw then. And I have talked in my original lecture when you took office of revenge academia, when we saw some degree of that energy and industry. But I am astonished at the amount you have put in here on the bench and elsewhere in the high courts. Secondly, somebody talked of patience. There is a statue of patience. I think you exceed that. At 4 o'clock, at 4:15, with this huge crowd taking different points, you still managed beyond time to listen to us with absorption, and never have I seen you losing your patience despite grave provocation, to a fault. Thirdly, I think you have done more for technology and infrastructure of this court than many, many people. I personally was a critic when I saw the construction going on outside. I mentioned it to some other people also. And I then experienced, when it was over, the clear comfort. And then I went outside and looked, and I saw also the facade was very well preserved. This is a small example of the various efforts you've made about technology and infrastructure. And today, if VC is institutionalized in this country, I think it's entirely because of you, both as a puisne judge and then as a Chief Justice. Sir, judges are ultimately for authorship of judgments. You have plucked out